I looked at different adaptations of the play, and started from there really. And it's really this central character in the way that Tartuffe was. He had a very strong central character. So I looked at it started off in a way easier than in Tartuffe, because Tartuffe has a very long, where everybody's introduced in the first scene, it's quite a long scene, whereas here it's really someone, you know, talking with Argan, going through all his bills and working through. So it was quite nice to get into that, and it's very easy but you know, the verse is all there and it rhymes, lovely. And I noticed, but none of the adaptations rhymed. And then when I went to look at the French, got me Moliere out of my original, I noticed that Moliere hadn't rhymed it either. Right. So I was like almost a quarter of the way in, it was all in rhyme. So I decided to carry on really with it. So, but once it started, it was the same sort of process really.
Well, I've actually banned talking about Tartuffe in the rehearsal room because it was just joyous and it was well received, and I think our audiences adored it. And I wanted this company not to feel that they were just having to be, you know, Tartuffe Mark II. But by the same token, all the ingredients in the script were there that had been in there in Tartuffe, and I got just as lovely a company again. And it has felt like being with a very familiar old friend. But I think Roger and I were both very keen that we raised the bar on ourselves. I mean, as wonderful as doing Tartuffe was for both of us, I think we both wanted to say, we can do better.
It was good too, because there are some question marks. We mentioned the death of Moliere, which, when I'd written the script, and having worked with Gemma before, there's a great thing. I always did have confidence and admiration, of course, love for the lady. But I was able to come knowing this time we could sort it out. Things could be sorted out, didn't we? So
yes.
It wasn't the, you know, here's the script, Gemma directs it. It was here's the script plus question marks. And
I mean, even today, as we're a week before we go into the technical, we're adding little moments and beats. I think this trust, I mean, which was there with Tartuffe, but it's now really deep, actually. And Roger's notes to me are great, and I hope he trusts that. There was one moment where I thought we just need a little synapse in the script that's missing, just one relationship that. And the joy of Roger is when you say that, within half an hour, something arrives on your desk that can solve the problem, and then we fine tune it. But it's been a true collaboration this time, I think.
Yeah. When I looked at Tartuffe, and that was the basic thing, was a man who was self-obsessed, and religion was one that sort of drew him in, and here it's health, one concept. And we talked, didn't we, about Hypochondriac. Thought it may not be as meaningful today because people aren't as taken in by quackery, but in a way they are, and people are still obsessed by celebrity and about how they feel and all this, and so it does cover a lot of the same sort of ground. So I think people will recognise in it themselves or other people.
Very much. I mean, English Touring Theatre are a great theatre company, and it's great to be doing a production with them. But I think when we did Tartuffe, we took it to Kingston, to the Rose. And I remember you and I sort of saying, I wonder, you know, Roger's from Liverpool, and although the play isn't Scouse in any way, there is a northern voice there in some of the characters, and of course Roger's much loved in this city. So I think we all thought the standing ovations we were getting in Tartuffe, would they travel down south? And they did. And that was a kind of fantastic thing, because it isn't singularly Liverpool. It just happens that Roger was born in Liverpool, and the things I love about Liverpool, Roger brings into his writing, which is wit, joy, devilment, anarchy. I think, you know, that the productions are quite anarchic, albeit we set them in the 17th century. Well, I mean, we haven't talked. We've been. I mean, it's interesting because people keep saying, oh, you must be having such fun in the rehearsal room, and we are, but it's hard work. You know, farce is mathematics. It's like you're given a quite a difficult Rubik's Cube, and everything has to work within it. So we've had very little time to look ahead, but I'd love to.
And I might run out of rhymes. Maybe there's only so much you can do. You know, it's great.
Maybe a fader or something.